it's just they gaslight. They're like, no, you're in bad faith. I'm like, really? I think I was pretty nice. If there is a feminist that can have a normal conversation, like, I just think feminists lack like basic social skills. Now, it'd be one thing if I came into this habit saying, debate me, debate me. But I never do that. I say, let's have a normal conversation. They just don't know how to do it. I don't think they know. It's like, they're like, what's good faith? I'm like, not assuming I'm a bad person, just off the jump. Giving someone the benefit of the same benefit of the doubt that I gave you. You know, I don't come in and every source you say, I say, you're lying, you're lying, you're lying. I would do that if I thought they were a bad person, you know? And a lot of the women, they say, you know, you're running away from the conversation. But I'm like, we can't even have a conversation if the whole way you're just trying to discredit me. We can't. We could do a debate, hypothetically, but it's just, you know, and I'm not trying to be rude. You know, she came at me personal first. You know, she's a single mom living at her parents' house. You know, am I really gonna? Come on, like let's just be real. Am I really? You know, she's not going to tell me anything. Nor is she going to tell me how to run my show. Unfortunately, I know they're taking it as a huge W. They could. That's fine. You know, it's like these people that have no social skills. They're just not very nice people in the world, you know, and you can tell because they don't know how to have a normal conversation. They come in and they just immediately, you're lying. They talk over you. You give them so many warnings. You're like, don't talk over, don't interrupt me. And I'm not a yeller. Do you know what I mean? It's not my personality. It's not who I am as a person. I'm really not a mean person. I hate that as a person, in order to have like, these are adult women. In order to have like adult conversations, I have to start talking like this. Don't talk over. I hate talking like that. I hate that I have to, don't stop. Like, because they don't listen. It's like, if I say, all right, stop, I have to treat them with it's too frustrating. You see why they're single moms. I'm being honest. I'm like, I can see they can never like, function in society. It's their life choices, you know? And I understand everyone wants a bloodbath, right? They want me to go back and forth. They want me to debate. I get it. I understand the want. That's good internet material. It would probably make a lot more money. But I don't like arguing with people. I am not shocking to the internet. I'm not a combative person. You know, I genuinely go into things in good faith. I'm not going to hold your life circumstances against you. I'm not going to bully. You know, I'm not going to do those things. But these women, they come in every time you say, show me your source, and it's just like, okay, we're not going to have a real conversation. And then they gaslight. The interesting thing is they gaslight. You see these women, they gaslight because they say, oh, it was bad faith from you. I'm like, well, you know, she was in number one, you know, she says she doesn't want to talk about her personal life while trying to attack mine, which, by the way, I don't put all of it on the internet. You know, they want privacy, which is fine. I respect it. They have no regard or respect for yours, you know, which is fine. You know, I'm not, but it's just, I'm not a combative person. I'm really not. And I do have the right on this show. I do have the right to make the rules for it. And you're totally welcome to make your own show, but nobody would watch it. That's the problem. Nobody would watch it. You couldn't do what I did because of your lack of social skills. Back in 2023, I was put on a government watch list for speaking out about men's issues. The government spent who knows how much money trying to shut me up. And honestly, to some extent, it worked. I was demonetized on YouTube. I had 3 Instagram accounts deleted, 7 TikToks accounts wiped out, and I was forced to delete 3 years worth of work, videos, interviews, everything. The more honest I was, the harder I was punished. And eventually I had to shut down my show, move back home, and completely start over. But I'm not giving up. This time we're doing things differently. I've created my own app, a space where free speech actually means free speech. On this app, you'll not only get access to all my old content, but you'll also help shape our future documentaries and show topics. For just $10 a month, you're not only supporting me, you're supporting a movement, a network that refuses to be silenced. The link is in the description. Join us and be a part of something that fights back against censorship. Now, let's talk bigger picture. Why don't we have true free speech in America anymore? Welcome to the female economy, where women make 80% of consumer buying decisions. Have you ever wondered why women always seem to get their way? Well, here's the truth. Men tend to care about the free flow of ideas. Men can separate an idea from the person who said it. But women, on the other hand, have learned that they can control what gets said by controlling what gets funded. Platforms like YouTube have one goal. They want to make money. And if that means catering to the majority female audience, they will. That's why being a conservative creator today feels impossible. This isn't just about me, it's about the future of online speech. With the Audacity Network, me and my community will never have to worry about being silenced again. I swear to God, you couldn't do what I did. You couldn't. It would be impossible. It's why you guys are all struggle streaming. It's why you got 500 followers on Insta. You could ask me for advice, I'm just saying. It's like this is what they do. They demand. They say, come on the show. And I say, okay, can you have a normal conversation, honey? Can you do it? And they're like, yeah, I can do it. And then you give them a warning. You're like, okay, you got to be nice. That's all I ask. You just have to be polite and nice, And the liberals, what they do is they come in and because imagine if I say women spend more than men. Well, what's your source? Now I got to explain my source for 10 minutes. Why don't you just listen to what I have to say? And then if you disagree later, you can look it up yourself. You can go through it. But we can at a later time give you a list, whatever. And I'm going to actually make a series going through my source. This is coming. This is, you have to understand, I have a lot of moving pieces. I'm trying to raise money for a document. I'm doing all these things that sometimes, if people asking for citations for any small claim, like women have consumer power, it's not good. I know. And I try to explain this to people that aren't in debate, but they don't get it, then they'll never get it, And the women, they'll come in, and I'm sure these, they come in, but it's just they gaslight. They're like, no, you're in bad faith. I'm like, really? I think I was pretty nice. Hey, I believe my eyes. And the way liberals want to manipulate you is they want to be in charge. Like, women are so controlling. They want to control how you perceive the world. So they want the ability to control what sources are allowed. They want the ability to they want to be able to discredit you. The crazy thing is, even when they Google, they don't realize that personalized Google shows them what they want to see in niche studies. I know. So, again, I would like to do a reoccurring series from a feminist. I really would. This is an open offer. You can DM me. But I got some rules for you. You cannot ask me source every 5 minutes. I understand if we were debating, that could be a thing. We're not. This is a conversation. Conversations. I don't converse with people without going into things in good faith. Good faith. Sincerity of intention. Good faith is a broad term that's used to encompass honest dealings. Depending on the exact setting, good faith. Yeah, you can't ask me for definitions every 5 minutes either. That's a debate tactic. Every 5 minutes, I cannot have definitions. Yeah, it implies I'm lying. And I'm like, if you think I'm lying, why are you here? You're just here to try to, It's like I beg them, please just have a normal conversation.